by Saturday night. Somebody swears they saw him blinking robot time. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to grill and keep my time in line. Is he Joe? Is he Bo? Is he Virgin? And two-car internet said, son, at this point, why not let her go? Deep fake, cheat, take. Everybody's getting bold. They don't need proof no more. You just need something to score. His face and folks scream hologram. Camera angle changes and it's body double mail. If he causing signal loss, if he laughs at CGI, if he weighs with two hands, well buddy, so did I. We got truth by screenshot, facts by fit. Source my buddy's Barbaretta, post and filtered hit. If reality don't sparkle, they add a little spice. Cause panic pays and clicks fake twice. Is he Joe? Is he Fo? Is he Virgin? To follow. Internet said, son, at this point, why not let her go? Deep fake, cheap take. Everybody's getting bold. We don't need proof no more. We just need something to scroll. Open up my phone for rain, got pimple in my face. His earlobes change, just smiling right, that ain't the same. A fella drew a circle round a blurry TV screen. Yeah, plum, it's a coupon code for Truth Machine. Is he Joe? Is he Bo? Is he Virgin? To follow. Internet said, son, at this point, I'd not let her go. Deep fake, cheat, take. Everybody's getting bold. We don't need proof no more. We just need something to scroll. One clip says Biden Classic, next one says Biden Light. Then Biden Formac Turbo showing up by Saturday night. Somebody swears they saw him blinking robot time. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to grill and keep my time in line. Is he Joe? Is he Bo? Is he Virgin? And two-car internet said, son, at this point, why not let her go? Deep fake, cheat, take. Everybody's getting bold. They don't need proof no more. They just need something to scroll. His face and folks scream hologram. Camera angle changes and it's body double mail. If he causing signal loss, if he laughs at CGI, if he weighs with two hands, well buddy, so did I. We got truth by screenshot, facts by fit. Source my buddy's Barbaretta, post and filtered hit. If reality don't sparkle, they add a little spice. Cause panic pays and clicks fake twice. Is he Joe? Is he Fo? Is he Virgin? To follow. Internet said, son, at this point, why not let her go? Deep fake, cheap, take. Everybody's getting bold. We don't need proof no more. We just need something to scroll.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday. We made another one. Congratulations. It wasn't necessarily the hardest thing to do, but sometimes it can get a little tricky. So it's the 16th of February, halfway through the shortest month of the calendar year. Do you feel you're on track right now? I do. I'm feeling pretty good about everything, actually. Today is a busy one, as a matter of fact, as I'll be scoping out, mapping out, putting out a whole lot more of the framework that I'm working on for the AMP network system as applied to the 1929 Hotel Seville here locally. And yeah, really happy with the way that's kept along. Finding a lot of buggy things inside of the Facebook world because, it's the Facebook world. So it's a little funky on things. My goodness gracious, that thing is going buck wild crazy. What is all that about? My Gmail went nuts and I forgot to mute it. Well, now it's muted. So now moving on, moving along. So yeah, there's all that. So yeah, so we could talk about more of that here in just a few. And definitely good morning. Yeah, it's funny, man. It's like again, like when it comes to all the Facebook stuff, it's been a while since I've really worked inside of the mechanics of it for the sake of the hotel and everything that's going on. And it's a mess. I mean, it just is. It is an absolute mess, and I won't say a nightmare, but it is most certainly not a pleasant dream world to be in. But that's okay. We're going to maximize it for what it's worth in regards to getting information out there and then hopefully spreading it far and wide as we do. But that is far from the only platform in which we will use for distribution of information services. So, but anyways, just it's everything is a work in progress, but this most certainly is a work in progress on this because good lord, it's funny, man, getting the word out on things nowadays is not the easiest thing in the world to do as far as awareness, marketing, and promotion. I'm kind of taking advertising out of my hook of things because advertising isn't what it once was. I mean, at its core, I'm sure it is, but oh, yeah, see, that's what was funny. It's like, when a post shows up, it'll show up like an hour after the fact or even longer. For instance, there was a post that Alicia had made almost well, a month ago that my mother-in-law just saw last night and engaged with it. It's like, really? Wow. So the immediacy and dependability of immediacy on the Facebook is pretty much null and void. The best recommendation I can give to anyone is to go ahead and plan out when you're using that platform for marketing and promotion purposes to definitely have everything stacked up and ready to go. Um, Scheduling used to be pretty reliable where you could schedule out, days, weeks, months even in advance. But now that's wonky. It's just flat wonky. I don't know what is going on with that. I mean, the inside baseball there for the grill at the Seville and talking about how you can build your own omelet there. Yeah, that was to be scheduled, but it wouldn't do it. I was even in all the settings to schedule things. And nope, it just put it right out. I'm like, okay. So I just pivot and adjust to make it work. And good morning, Gar. How are you, buddy? Again, hopefully coming soon I'll be able to get back into the arena and audience that is the horrible horror fan group on Twitch on Saturday night. It's been just a little busy this past weekend, but it was great. It really was. The band Family Tradition, fantastic. I'm telling you guys, they are they are of the caliber that even if you're not a fan of this genre, they're such a good band you can't help but enjoy the show. Seriously, so much so. Country with Caitlin, not a big fan of country. Just she never has been, but she has just loved the experience of the band itself. She actually bought her own piece of merchandise from it, like this hoodie from Family Tradition, which is available. Will be available at shows and I'm sure at the Seville as well. But it's that live music experience. Nothing will replace that ever. And I I hope to encourage that message that no matter where you are, if you get the opportunity to catch some live music, you should, because it's just good for the soul, man. It really is. The notes and the frequencies, and they hum, and they're perfect. And yeah, it's a good thing. And David Brooks, the opening act, who does, it's not it's his main shtick is like a Jerry Lee Lewis thing, but it's mainly just rock and roll across the board of the older days. Hmm. Well, that's no good. I hope the recovery continues quickly there, Gar, to where you're feeling better and better at all times. But yeah, it was a good show. We're going to have another one this coming weekend. Friday is the business after hours starting at 4:30 with the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce. And then Family Tradition is going to be playing um, immediately afterwards at 6, and hopefully everybody will stick around and enjoy the fun and merriment that comes. Because most chamber events, it turns, the chamber ambassadors and members of the chamber will show up, say hi, learn a little bit, and then kind of split after the ribbon cutting picture is taken. Well, hopefully, um, folks will stick around longer. I think they'll enjoy it if they do. And of course, Saturday night will be a repeat encore concert performance with David Brooks as the Jerry Lee Lewis Experience, as well as Family Tradition with a special guest. So, and all that again is coming up this weekend. And Saturday's show is pretty cool because it's a free to the public show, but donations are certainly encouraged, with all proceeds going to benefit Captain Jack. And so, yeah, and some other local charities as well. So it's really awesome to be a part, well, be working with someone who is really dedicated to um, important causes here in the community. And so I like that a lot. And hence why, to me, it was worth getting involved in, because I work with most all of these facilities at one time or another, and it's nice seeing someone coming in who wants to grow it. You know what I'm saying? And really get people together and working together. And we can all hope for the best that people will do that, because, well, we need that. Oh, yeah. That's one of the things about doing these live things, Gar. It's like you never know what's going to happen during a live broadcast, and then the whole it's crazy. Just because things get thrown off. It's like past weekend, there was just no way I could mentally get in the space to just have coffee. As I was like, everything is like still processing and clicking and lining up and doing the things that things need to do to line up properly and get out and then be executed upon. But that's why the system exists, because when you've got a system, guess what? You can get a little wonky, but all of those little things that are already planned out, they just fall right back in line, and they're good to lean on at times, such as what you went through. But you should get out and see some more live music, Gar. It's good for you. Now, where you are, I don't know exactly where you would go and how you would go. Um, but live music is truly good for the soul. It really, really, really is. And I can't encourage it enough. So, and I'm hoping, as I say hoping, I'm working. I'm not just hoping, I'm working to help people around here to know that they have options now. They've always had options, but getting people out of the house nowadays is, I think, going to be an interesting endeavor, because post 2020, society is weird. Like, okay, for exact inference, what was it? Saturday morning, I had to run out to the Walmart, but not early morning, unfortunately. It was pre-noon, but it was nuts. The ability for polite society to exist, I think, is very strained. I've never seen anything like it. And I will say, okay, tinfoil hat time. I'm thinking that, and I can't speak to this as a fact, but I know here locally, the Walmart had undergone a remodel process, and they kind of the the aisles have been shrunk, maybe, or definitely extended, but they're blind corners. Okay, every aisle when you come out of is a blind corner. You can't see jack. So people running into each other or almost running into each other is very common. And I don't know if it's like a new Murphy's Law of some sort, but I know every single where I need to go, as soon as I'm about to go get the thing that I need to get, boom, like three people huddle up right there in front of me, or just one. But at least 1 to 3 people huddle up exactly where I'm going to pick up a thing. And they're obviously not stalking me because they're in front of me. Maybe I'm stalking them. I don't think so though. But it's very weird. And then the way people are huddling up in corners and such, it's, man, it's the damnest thing I've ever seen. Um, but yeah, polite society seems to be kind of out the window. Yeah, my goodness. So catching up real quick. Well, that's cool. That where your daughter-in-law works, that is cool, because, and again, it's like if you can work in a place that provides cool entertainment and you get to enjoy it and get paid to enjoy it, that's kind of a good life way I see it. I know that's been one of the perks inside of the world of broadcasting. 'Cause I got the opportunity to work with some really cool folks over the decades and experience things, which has been nice to be able to bring Caitlin along into this universe and world because she had a ball Saturday night. Oh my gosh, it was good. The dance floor kept moving, and that was very nice to see. Started off a little slow, but then once they kicked in, the boots started scooting. So it was truly a lot of fun. And I'll be putting a lot of that stuff out there on Facebook, and then also the YouTube channel for the Seville should be coming online this week, possibly even today, to where all of that is there. And yeah, it's just a process. It's a growth process to bring awareness to what all is happening out there, which is good. And so we're going to get there. We really are. And there's a stack. I took the first week of everything to kind of observe, shoot a little bit of video here and there, participate here and there. That way, again, just to get the feel of the people and the place and the things. And it's good. It's good. I'm still there. That's the big thing. I'm still there. So it passed all my check marks. Yeah, the Thunder Ridge up there in I guess that's Ridgedale. It's in between Hollister and Branson. So it's no. It's before Hollister. So yeah, so between the line and Hollister. But yeah, John L. Morris has put together quite the. I haven't been out there yet, but I know whenever he books a show, that thing is packed. Traffic's crazy, and that's good. It can be a little nuisancey, but you know what? So what? That means there are a lot of people who are going to go make a lot of memories on that evening, and that's a very good thing and great for the region because again, it's starting to help this part of the country rebuild in a way as far as what Branson had done in the 80s post Dog Patch USA. And so it's cool seeing things like that happen, really and truly. But yeah, like I say, I've got my work cut out for me in getting awareness to folks. But it's the work that I love. And honestly, it's something I can't get away from, even when I try hard, diligently, mindfully. I don't want to do that anymore. And then it comes right back in, and I find myself in a situation where choice is very limited. Not because of opportunities being limited, but because I just find myself right back in there. And it's funny, I wrote this script back in 1999. The initial thoughts of everything happened about 93, really, to where my original goal in broadcasting at that time was to own a radio station. That was like my high end goal. I wanted to get in, do the thing, be the jock, all that stuff. But I really wanted to get into radio ownership, station ownership. That, of course, changed dramatically as we went through the 90s. And by 97, they deregulated ownership rules and all the other stuff that it just made it not something that would be a viable business entity because I was reading the tea leaves of what was happening. And I'm glad I did. But what I wanted to do with said broadcast station, that never went away. Obviously, it's just once again pivoted, adjusted, adapted, and grown. And yeah, I think the trivia night. I'm looking forward tomorrow night. I'm going to be out there to really take it all in and see exactly how DJ Lance runs it because I've never been to one of these organized trivia nights anywhere ever. So I'm very curious how that works. He's got quite the following from what I understand. So we'll see how that goes. But I personally, I've never participated in one of those. So I'm going to go learn. Yeah, I love the fact that everything that I do gives me the opportunity to learn something new every day. Speaking of which, excuse me. Once again, the blood sugar support supplement found at your handy dandy war zone that is Walmart. Stuff works good though. I like it. And I didn't want to forget to take it because again, once we get done with our coffee talk this morning, I'm diving back into a whole lot of stuff that is going to make everyone's life easier at the for the outreaches of the Seville and myself. And so yeah, all that's coming together and online, and I love the fact that I get to just work out of the house. It's very, very, very nice. 151,000? You think that's a small town? Brother, you come up here. We're nothing but small towns. I guess if we had to put in like to say that we're the corridor aspect of things, you don't get bigger until you get to Springfield, Missouri, to the north, to the south, well, to the west would be Fayetteville, and that huge complex that is that Northwest Arkansas corridor of Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, that all kind of and Bentonville that kind of all merged and grew together in my lifetime. And to the east, I don't think there's really. I guess maybe Jonesboro would be probably the biggest type of town in the eastern part of Arkansas up here, and that's still not very big. And as again, it's another college town. That's what grew it, like Fayetteville. And then to the south, until you get to Conway, and Conway's kind of like a Springfield, well, smaller, you know. So then until you get to Little Rock, so we're a corridor of a lot of little towns and cities. So um, yeah, we are. Harrison really is the hub in north central Arkansas for population wise, because everything else around us is definitely tiny. And so there you go. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not a big fan of Fayetteville. It's like the only time we went out there in the past few years was like to have to go to a bridal shop for like my brother-in-law getting married and all that stuff. But otherwise, it's just not. I can say I enjoy going to go play. Springfield is more inviting, but then again, Springfield's not a college town, so it's just more of a normal town. The way I would describe a normal town, like a Little Rock, versus a college town. Because Conway's a college town too, because of UCA. So those are those factors there, and it's you know, yeah, yeah. Seeing a 300,000 population, Little Rock, I think Little Rock maybe around 200,000 now. Maybe 300,000. I don't know. I can't remember, but it's not a very big town comparatively. But in Arkansas, it's pretty good size, because everything else in Arkansas is pretty low population. We got a lot of room out there, and that's one of those things that when we, oh no, not really getting political in this, but just observational when it comes to like talking about how, um, when it comes to like homeless things and homeless populations and such. I mean, there's plenty of room. There really is. Do we need to develop all of it? No, not really. But there's plenty of room in the United States of America to work out a lot of stuff. I know when I was in Oklahoma, that really stood out to me because the part of Oklahoma where I was, which most of Oklahoma is flat. And when you can see for generations down the highway, it's like, yeah, I think there'd be plenty of room for folks. We don't really have to muscle anybody out. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Branson and Springfield is definitely the most best things to do. Yeah, in Little Rock, I got plenty of that last year. Again, grew up there, raised there, started there in career, professional wise. But there's just Little Rock's just not home anymore. There's some cool little places there that I'd recommend folks go check out. But on the whole, yeah, Little Rock really doesn't have anything to offer for me at all anymore. And now that since my mom's passed, I really have no reason to ever go down there. Other than I do have an aunt down there who's just my slightly older than me aunt. She's like 4 years older, and so to go down there and maybe go see her from time to time, that could be a thing, but otherwise, not really. But I want to encourage her to come up here because she likes coming up to Eureka Springs and enjoying all those festivities. So, hmm, I don't know. It's an interesting experience, this thing we call life. And again, I'm enjoying the opportunity to experience it again out there in the public eye because I didn't really think I was going to do that again, to be honest. I really didn't. In the events of 2024, man, I didn't. And then 2025 is like, man, I don't know. I don't know. But honestly, Saturday was so cool because it actually started out the main feature of the day. Saturday was a senior beauty pageant held there at the Hotel Seville, and got to see some faces I haven't seen in a long time. I had conversations with them, catching up because it's so funny. It's like when you sit still in a small town for as long as I have now, 18 years. Um, I've definitely scored like that. Not butterfly effect, but it's almost like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever that is. It's kind of that type of thing. It's like at one point or another, I've done something with someone or almost everyone, other than this younger generation that again not really connecting to. But I'm gonna work on that because again, with what all's happening out at the hotel, it's a matter of this is about growing a family environment so people can bring their friends and their family and their kids and just enjoy food, live music, and other things. And the music festivals that Michael is building are looking very promising as well for those type of things and definitely huge for the area. And he's got the gumption and I respect that a lot. I truly do. And that's why I love the idea of helping any way I can to get the word out. because this is the thing I do. Get the word out on things. Sorry. So 4 p.m. You must elaborate, Damien. 4 p.m. in Denver, Colorado was sketchy. Why? Was it a traffic thing? I'm curious. Mm, mm, Gosh. Yeah. Oh, that's the thing, Gar. If you ever did come out here to this part of the country, I mean, there's a lot of things that would be pretty much, culture shock wise in general, but the spaces in between just on a daily basis. And again, it's like, it was so funny because, like, in Little Rock last year when we were down there so much, and even in Branson, honestly, is like you can go there and there's a very, very high percentage chance that you will see someone you will never see again in your entire life. Here, however, you will most likely see them frequently, or there may be a little bit of space in between, but odds are that's just, it's kind of cool. But I have noticed, though, again, post 2020, that a lot of the people I see, like at the Walmarts, are definitely are not familiar faces. Now, what does that mean? I don't know for sure, but again, I've wandered and roamed around a lot and a lot of different things and done a lot of things. But then again, Damien, you and I mean, we've been connected by way of the Facebook for a very long time and just now finally got to meet in the flesh, let alone see each other out in public. So, um, yeah, so, it's so funny. It's like, and you're clarifying on the 4 o'clock in Denver, those the road issues, and it's so funny because Little Rock was like that too, and it was the same spots, same time, every day. And all it would take to keep that from being a problem, and I kind of picked up on this really young in life, is if you left 5 minutes earlier, you would not have any of those problems. Isn't that interesting? 5 minutes swings the whole day. It's like, because like going to my high school, it's like where it was off of what's now, the hell is it? I-530, I think is what they've renamed it. But I-530, you could just bet your boots if you didn't hit it 5 minutes before 8:30, the bottleneck getting to I-30 is just stupid. And that's all it was every single day. And then just in the opposite direction in the afternoons. Stupid, just stupid. It was just like 5 minutes. 5 minutes save you so much time. Because I was fortunate where I grew up, just outside of the city limits, to where I could get anywhere on any side of town in Little Rock proper in 20 minutes. And unless I missed that little 3 to 5 minute window. Now, as long as I hit those, I get anywhere I want in 20 minutes, no problem. If I didn't, take an hour, maybe even more sometimes because of extra stupid people. Um, yeah, it's just kind of funny. Oh, dude, yeah, here you would definitely get that "am I being stalked" feeling, Gar. You really would. And but again, like I say, certain things have changed. I've seen again different faces a lot more often than before. So it's kind of weird. Pardon me, I was playing with a magnet. Um, but yeah, but it was a very good weekend, and kind of just reflecting on all that and all the things to come this week, and solidifying the framework for all of the marketing and promotion outreaches for the Seville complex. And yeah, it's like, and it's cool because every day it's like I've got a plan, I've got it mapped out. Most of it comes to fruition. Some of it's like, oh, never mind, scrap that. Reboot, reset, pivot, adjust, and keep rocking. But then it's like, I don't know. It's like the nerves will show back up from time to time, which I'm very grateful for. I love that humility that nerves can bring you. Don't let them cripple you, but at the same time, stay humble. It's like, because, and again, and the Facebook thing, I'm moaning and complaining about how much of a mess it is. Truth be told, though, the best thing about something like that for me is it gives me the opportunity to have to go, all right, dig my heels in. I ain't as smart as I thought I was. What the hell do they do here? So it once again, it brings that humility. Now, pre 2020, I understood the system pretty well and I could work it very well. And it worked out. Not anymore. Nope, nope, nope. And I'm sure that'll play. Like if you were say in the marketing and promotion of a thing, honestly, from what I'm seeing so far, Facebook still kind of has a little bit of advantage in that you can build groups and tribes like stuff, if you will, to where on the other platforms, not so much, like X, aka formerly Twitter. I wonder when we're going to stop saying that. But that is like the most, for me so far, it's pretty worthless. I mean, it's like if there is any one platform that I would say its algorithm really feeds into the what is that, like the echo chamber of things, that's the one. I mean, it really does. And so they say that about TikTok, but I've never experienced that with TikTok. But then again, what it feeds me on TikToks are the things that on TikTok is the things that I'm like, they're interesting, they're funny, and stuff like that. Um, and that's cool. But now you don't get that with the X platform. I don't know. It's weird. Facebook is just nothing but ads 24/7. Anywhere. It's like local stuff, local people that I'm connected with. I never see their stuff. And that's a damn shame. But at this point in time, it is where things are. Utilize it to the best of its possible capability for free. Don't pay for anything on there. I found that to be a worthless investment. Ah, well, and X changing its name back to Twitter, probably never going to happen. Why? Because Elon Musk's overall plan and goal, um, for since he's been part of the public sphere long before, is he wanted everything. He wanted a platform just called X that does everything, not just social, but also financial, um, everything. X. And that's really what he's doing in this whole thing, which is interesting because again, in the being a part of the conspiracy circles of life, because it was more entertaining that way until it all became mainstream headlines, is again being aware of this stuff for so long now, and watching people kind of wake up to certain things is interesting because again, the stuff that's going on the national scene and the main talking point headlines are so insane. Really, it's like why I use the Biden clone song again as the show lead in, mainly because that one had a great hook. The hook on the chorus is awesome. I just love that. Is it Joe? Is it Foe? Is it version 2.0? That's a hell of a hook. I like that. So I brought that one back. And plus, with all the e-file stuff coming out again and the actions and reactions of the Department of Justice, I've never seen anything so nuts in my life. I mean, it really is. Politics be damned. Doesn't matter. Just the way everything is being handled, carried out, and put forward. I've never seen things just literal lunacy. Um, it's the damnedest thing. It's crazy. It really is. I can't wait to see what happens this week. Speaking of which, taking a quick look because I want to get caught up since I was so busy. I didn't know what was going on. If you didn't know, today is President's Day. I forgot. And anyways, President's Day. So guess what? No mail. Sorry. What else is going on? There's really not much. That's not the normal stuff. So, but the big one being that I forgot it was President's Day, and as such, no mail. Not waiting on anything, but still, oil prices are steady. Um, their politics, because this is the beginning of early voting starts tomorrow here in Arkansas. So there we go. We're going to get pounded for the next couple of weeks with ads, which we've already been pounded with mailers. I've never seen so many mailers in my life. Mhm. Yeah, there's just so much nothing other than the same old thing. Geneva peace talks with Ukraine, U.S. Iran nuclear talks, but I thought we done blowed up all their stuff, so I don't know what they're talking about. They're going, you took it out. We don't have any. Wrong accent. Sorry. I'll get my Arabic better later. Economy markets. Yeah. Um, there's just pretty much the same old same status quo stuff. So there's your around the world recap and a stumbly 45 seconds. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, the X Files were far more entertaining first couple seasons. Then it kind of jumped the shark when they just got too heavy into the Mulder Scully type relationship stuff. It's like, ah. But then again, I mean, you can only go so far with a story before you have to start throwing other things in. Glad I'm not writing those type of stories. But yeah, I don't know, guys. It's been a thing. It's 30 minutes into the 8 o'clock hour. But yeah, not much going on other than everything that I've got going on that I got to get back to because, again, I'm telling you, it's an interesting thing the way the world of social media marketing has been kind of flipped on its head a little bit. And it's just, I put it to you like this. I know there's a lot of people who will take advantage of people when it comes to selling them a bill of goods on how to like do their advertising, marketing, and promotion. And that's kind of scary. I've never been a fan of that. And that's why, in most of the things that I put out, I kind of teach people how I do it along the way if they're paying attention. Make some notes, ask some questions. I'd be more than glad to help out. Oh, Monarch Legacy of the Monsters. Hmm, that sounds interesting. Um, I got on a little bit of a binge kick yesterday, watching Weird Food History. I think it's what it is on YouTube. And I like the guy's delivery and his voice fits that particular thing so well. And it's interesting to me learning about how certain food products came about, especially like within the fast food chains and things, because we were all programmed by those. Thank you, 20th century. No regrets. I enjoy it. I do. Also saw that NECA Toys, I think it's NECA, it's actually putting out McDonald's character action figures, like the old ones from Remco, but new. It's like totally a revamped thing, not just a reproduction thing. I'm a sucker for the McDonald's gimmicks. I really am. And it's a shame that what they become now because they're very boring. But the old school McDonald's gimmicks were great. You know, they just really were, especially when it was based around the McDonald Land characters. And those are just fun. You know, and again, that had an impact on me because I think of those type of terms in certain things working with certain clients because if you have the opportunity to build your Mickey Mouse, build your Mickey Mouse. And so with like with the Seville, with the Quetzal, the bird, that's part of the architecture and the decor and everything, I think is neat. And so I've got some things I'm working out with it to enhance the official pretty architecturally, beautiful bird, and then the fun, more kid targeted oriented one. And it's I like it. It's fun. Michael likes it, so we're running with it, and so that'll be rolling out very soon too. Oh my goodness, yeah, I've got the I know I've got the Ronald McDonald from the Remco, and I don't think I've picked up any others just yet. I've kind of eyeballed them, but right now, like I said, I've gotten busy, so I haven't had the opportunity to focus in. And honestly, with the 3D printing world, it's like I can get close enough and just make my own, which is in a way cool, in a way not so cool. And it was fun. I was thinking about it this morning. I've shown you guys like the beater Superman that I found in the wild up in Branson. And I genuinely, like I said, I've seen whenever I've shared this picture or the story of this guy, people talking about, oh, here's ways you could um, restore him. Oh, I know how to do all that. I've done that for a long time. But you know what? I do not want to. I love the brokenness of him. He was found perfect the way I see it, as far as like what that represents. But then I also realized that is the first ever in all the years that I've collected the action figures made by Mego that I've ever actually found a Superman in the wild, a vintage Superman in the wild. The new one, sure, whatever. But I mean, the vintage one I've never found one in the wild until him, which is wild. So um, I was just shocked. When that revelation hit me, I was like, I've never found one. The only other one I ever found in the wild, as far as the superheroes go, was an Aquaman, probably 15 years ago, and it was in equally horrible shape, if not maybe a little worse. And I did buy it because, well, I found it in the wild. It's kind of like a personal collector's um, guide rail I have. I don't know, but anyway, but that's the first time since I was a kid. Well, not being a little romantic and over dramatic and all that, but first world. Um, but I don't know. I didn't really think about that aspect of it because I've never, in my collecting hobbies that we'll say started in the mid 90s, I've never found a Mego Superman in the wild, no, regardless of shape. And that really, again, this region has just never been plugged into that whole toy line. It's kind of weird to me, but because it just really grabbed me when I was a kid. But on the whole, it's never really been a thing around here. Yeah, whatever. And by here, I mean like this whole mid-South region, you know, very, very few in that community from here. So anyway, what else is going on? Nothing. other than what I've got on my list that I've got to finish up, which I'm very much thrilled to do. And that's what I will be doing throughout the remainder of the day to promote everything that's happening and then start building out more stuff. Because again, the end goal being a 24/7 stream of interesting, entertaining, informing content for the Hotel Seville is pretty damn cool. And it's nice to have something to focus on like that again. Let's see here. Yeah, those Remco figures, they were always cool. Yeah, I remember there was I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was Remco who had done like, they were like the hard plastic, somewhere between 10 and 12-inch figures. Like there was a Superman I remember having that had like a light power up thing. And while it was cool, it was Superman as a toy, it was pretty lame because it was just plastic. It was like blow molded plastic. And I think there was an energized Spider-Man and all that. But anyway, I don't know. But I guess I need to go because again, I got a long list of things that I'm just chipping away and stacking up and getting done and getting organized. Because again, my brain is having to go like into like a different shift mode on things because everything that used to work away doesn't work that way at all again. All the foundational stuff is still the same, but getting it out is a different ball game. So it's like, damn, I got to relearn that or learn new and whatever. Oh well. So there you go. 8:36. It is a lovely morning here in the Ozarks. A sunny sky and 42 on the thermometer. Yeah, and it's going to be a good day. It really is. And so I'm gonna hop off here, fellas, and get back into the workday of things. And we shall chat again in the morning over coffee if we don't bump into each other in between here and there. So anyway, guys, have a great one. We're going to let the Biden Clone Country Jam play us out, and we'll see everybody in the morning.
Yeah. I open up my phone for rain, got tinfoil in my face. His earlobes change, just smiling right, that ain't the same. A fella drew a circle around a blurry TV screen. Yeah, plum, it's a coupon code for Truth Machine. Is he Joe, is he Bo, is he version 2.0? Internet said, son, at this point I'd not let her go. Deep fake, cheat, take, everybody's getting bold. We don't need proof no more. We just need something to scroll. Clip says Biden Classic, next one says Biden Light. Then Biden Formac Turbo showing up by Saturday night. Somebody swears they saw him blinking robot time. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to grill and keep my time in line. Is he Joe, is he Bo, is he version and 2.0? Internet said, son, at this point, why not let her go? Deep fake, cheat, take, everybody's getting bold. They don't need proof no more. They just need something to scroll. Face and folks scream hologram. Camera angle changes and it's body double mail. If he causing signal loss, if he laughs at CGI, if he weighs with two hands, well buddy, so did I. We got truth by screenshot, facts by fit. Source my buddy's Barbaretta, post and filtered hit. If reality don't sparkle, they add a little spice. Cause panic pays and clicks pay twice. Is he Joe, is he Bo, is he version 2.0? Internet said, son, at this point, why not let her go? Deep fake, cheap take, everybody's getting bold. We don't need proof no more. We just need something to scroll. pimple in my face. His earlobes change, just smiling right, that ain't the same. A fella drew a circle round a blurred teen string. Yeah, plum, it's a coupon code for Truth Machine. Is he Joe? Is he bold? Is he version 2.0? Internet said, son, at this point I'd not let it go. Deep, fake, cheap, take. Everybody's getting bold, McDonald's.